Heather here with Pinwheel in the Wind, and today I'm going to be sharing with you what we are going to be using for the 2019-2020 school year for pre-kindergarten with my daughter Aria. If you're new here, I'd love to have you subscribe. You can hit that red button down below. I do lots of learning activities, homeschool, family life. We are moving back to Asia this fall, so you can come along with us on our journey and see what parenting in Asia is like and what life in Asia is like. So hit that subscribe button down below to stay with us on our journey. So my daughter, she already is very good with her shapes, her colors, and her numbers. She has those down pat. So for pre-K this year, we're really going to be focusing on letters, learning the names and the sounds and letter recognition so that she's ready to start reading her kindergarten year. And then we are also focusing a lot on the world around us, learning about animals, about the solar system, about what goes on after we go to sleep at night, what animals come out at night, and things like that, really understanding and grasping the world around us. So I'm very excited about homeschooling this year. I know my daughter's going to love some of these things. We've already started some of them, and she just loves learning, especially about different animals and animal facts and things like that. So we're really excited about this year. Stay tuned to see what we picked out for this year. First up is language arts. This is the Scholastic Alphabet Letters and Pictures Superset. All of these pieces inside are magnets. It comes with this teaching guide that actually has lessons in it for you to follow if you would like to. I'm not sure if I'll fully use this or not. I might just use the magnets as is. It's got all of these picture magnets, so V for volcano, H for hat, U for umbrella, and then it comes with so many magnets in lowercase and uppercase, and all the vowels are in red. We have many alphabet books in our collection, but this is the main one we'll be focusing on this year, and I wanted to show it to you because it's very unique. This is Usborne's The Alphabet of Peculiar Creatures. So it goes through the whole alphabet, and it gives a new creature that your child has probably never heard of and definitely never studied before for each letter. So A is for axolotl. I like that it has the phonetic here so that you can figure out how to say them. And then it's got little facts about the animal as well. So we will be using this in conjunction with our other alphabet books, but this is just to add in a little extra pizzazz and keep her really interested and learning new things that she's never known before. We have Channy's My First Letters. This book starts off with tracing and then it moves into free handwriting. I like that it has the white, the green, and the white so that if there's something that's supposed to be underneath, there's a space for that as well. The main thing that we'll be using to teach language arts is Square Panda. Underneath of this is all of your letter tiles. You would take all of these tiles out, put this back on. You put a tablet here, and Square Panda has apps full of learning games. So you have your tablet here, and then you use these tiles and put them in. And then on the screen of the tablet, it would say WIC, if that was really a word. It has many different games, but our main goal in using this is to really get her confident with her letters and their sounds and letter recognition. Next, what we'll be using for science, we have Usborne's Lift the Flap, Very First Questions and Answers, What Are Germs? There are lots of different topics for the very first questions and answers, so you can get a topic that you really want your child to learn about. But we are focusing on germs, so it explains what they are, it shows how you get sick, it shows in the sink, there's so many things. In the toilet, germs live too. It talks about washing your hands, make sure that you do that. It talks about, can my body fight germs? So it talks about scabs, cuts, owies, boo-boos, all of the things. We also have the What Are Stars book in this series. Aria has really been into learning about the sky and the solar system lately, and so I think that she is going to absolutely love this book, full of all of its flaps with little tiny tidbits of things to learn in each of these flaps. talks about what a telescope is, and it even touches on the first moon landing in here as well. In case you are worried about flaps and a little one, these are really high quality. They're made to be tugged on and played with. This is a book that I think every homeschool family should definitely have. This is the Sporn Fold Out Solar System, and it is exactly what it sounds like. It is a giant fold out solar system, so you can see everything. And it's also full of a bunch of little facts and things to know next to all the planets as well. Once again, along the space theme, we have the big books of stars and planets. Aria has already seen this book and absolutely loves it. We haven't done too much with it yet though, so this is going to be part of our curriculum for next year. Once again, beautifully illustrated, full of little facts to learn, with big fold out flaps, really showing off what these things actually look like. And then moving into animals, the big book of animals, very similar to the last book, only this one is all about animal facts. And look at these giant flaps to really show off the size of these big animals. Once again, completely full of facts for your child to learn. While we're on the subject of animals, let's look at LIFESIZE, which we will be using as well. This book is really cool. It shows life-size examples of animals. We also have Hot Dots Junior. If you've never heard of Hot Dots before, they are great, very interactive, and my daughter loves them. Beginning science set has questions which you would probably need to read to your child, but it's which animal does this horn belong to? And when you find the right animal, you press the pen against the black dot, and his eyes will light up green and he'll say good job, or if it's the wrong dot, he'll say no. Which animal's fur is this? Match the baby to the mommy. Paw prints. Where does paper come from? Animal homes. What does he like to eat? And so on. Next, into critical thinking. If you've never seen the Bambino Look set before, you're in for a treat. We love this. So what it is this is the control board. It's got spaces here, grouped spaces, and these. There's a symbol on one side and then a pattern on the other. Now you get the workbooks. You're going to take all of these symbols and match them to the symbol up here, because that's going to tell you how to set it up. So now your child can pick up any tile and look and see, okay, there's a crescent shape. Which cookies are crescent shape? And they will put it there. Then you will close it, flip it over, and see, does your pattern all line up? Does it match this one? Yes, it does. So you know that your answers are right. So that was from my first workbook, which goes over a bunch of different things. Hand coordination, fine motor skills, beginning math, concentration, critical thinking, and visual perception. And then we got a bunch of extra books. We have the Beginning Math series, the Critical Thinking Pack 1, Critical Thinking Pack 2, Visual Perception Pack 1 and 2, Concentration Pack, and Theme-Based Learning with Animals. Next, we have the Smart Games 3 Little Piggies game. This is so super cute. So there are daytime and nighttime. So there's two different games with different rules that you would teach. So the daytime, you have just your piggies and you would set them up on the board like it shows in the picture. Then the daytime rules are that you need to put all the houses on the board, but your pigs are playing outside because it's daytime. So how exactly would you fit all of these tiles on, but all the piggies are still outside playing? So that would be the answer for that one, and you can flip it over to check your work. That's right. And the problems do get harder and harder. And then you can flip it over to nighttime, and the rule for this is that your piggy needs to be inside of a home. All of these homes are hollow. Your piggy needs to be inside of a home and the wolf outside of the home. But once again, all three pieces need to be used. Yay, our piggy is safe from the wolf. And we have the Kumon Thinking Skills workbooks for pre-K and up. There is logic, spatial reasoning, creativity, and same or different. So this book has comparison, pattern recognition, reasoning skills, and once again, this is a book that's going to progressively get harder and harder as you continue on. All the answers are in the back. Spatial reasoning is going to have tracing, mazes, coloring. Creativity is going to have creative tracing, drawing, and imagination play. Same and different is going to have matching shapes and things, identifying what is the same and what is different. You may have seen this book on my channel before because we love this one, and we are going to continue using it as part of our homeschool this year, the Usborne Picture Puzzle Book. Each page is a different layout with different animals, and the animals are asking you to find something in that picture. So right here, who has the longest tail? And so your child will need to look and try and find, where is the longest tail? Find 3 little kittens and mittens. So you're gonna look and try and find the 3 little kittens and mittens. This is growing that visual perception, listening skills, and thinking skills. We also have the Count to 100 book, which I am very excited about. I think I will use this pre-K into kindergarten. I don't expect her to be able to count to 100 by the end of pre-K. But we plan on every day counting something. So let's count the 10 red peppers, see how many there are, how many cars are there, count all the crazy cars zooming about this busy road. Who is first? Who is last? Find a cat driving a pink car. Which car would you like to drive in? So there's extra things, extra questions around to get more conversation going. Next is Bugsel, which could be critical thinking or math because it's sort of introducing your child to fractions. It comes with all of these blocks that are all cut into fractions for you. And it comes with a bunch of these cards. So for this one, you'll be replacing some of this pink with the orange. So that is what that would look like. Arya's already started playing with this game and she absolutely loves it. And lastly, we have Usborne's Lip the Flap numbers. The only thing we really super need to work on this year is number recognition, which this book is great at. So you would go, how many zebras are there? They would count to 7 and open it up. Yep, that's 7. So lots of different things in here. Once again, lots of little but durable flaps. And by the end of the book, it even goes into some simple addition and subtraction as this bus zooms around and 3 people get on. So now there's 5. 1 girl gets on, now there's 6. But down here, 1 boy gets off. Okay, so it goes from 10 to 9. So we are really excited about this book as well. And there's also the colors one and the shapes one, but Arya's already really good with her colors and shapes, so we just got numbers. Next, moving into social and emotional skills, language builder emotions cards. So first up, you have these cards that are full of all different emotions, and there are multiple ones. There are multiple people with sad, pouty faces, multiple people with angry faces or surprised faces or disgusted faces. And so what you're supposed to do is start with emotion matching. Do they know this emotion? Playing matching games, sorting, labeling, and discussing. You can also use these cards to role play as well. The second half of the deck is full of all of these pictures of something happening, and on the back of the card, it asks your child questions about that emotion. So for this one, this girl playing the guitar with the furrowed brow, it says, how does she feel and why? What is she doing? Does she like playing the guitar? Is it hard? Is it fun? Is anyone listening to her practice? How do you think they feel? Proud, happy, jealous, bored? It also has a graph here, the date you introduce the different things and the date they're mastered if you choose to use that. Next, we have Peppa Pig's All About Me journal book. This book is full of cues to what to draw, what to journal about, what to think about, and it's all around Peppa Pig, which is a favorite for my little one. So this is Peppa. She's 4 years old. She's mischievous and can be a bit bossy. Her favorite thing is jumping in muddle puddles. So you can color it, and then you're supposed to, now it's your turn to tell Peppa all about you. How old are you? What color is your hair? Draw a picture of yourself or paste a photo. And so it goes in talking about daddy and mommy. It goes into the family tree. And so basically it's going to show you Peppa's reality and then ask your child to fill in their reality. We have the Usborne's Miss Molly's School of Manners. This book is a read-aloud book, but it discusses this little raccoon who has very, very bad manners and how he comes to manners school and how he learns different things in the Listen Carefully lab and the Sorry Sick Bay and the Sharing Studio, and just all of the adventures him and his friends go through in learning good manners. And so obviously we're going to be using this to teach Aria good manners versus bad manners. Next, going into our social studies or geography section, we have Kitty Cat, Where Have You Been? This is a whole book series. We have the I've Been to Washington, D.C., but I want to get some more. It, once again, is a read-aloud book. It's about this little kitty who goes around the world to different places. In this book, she's gone to Washington, D.C., and these are the things that she has seen. And so it talks about the different places, different facts about it, what it is, and so on. Then I have the My First Reference book about our world. This book is chock full of small, easy to digest facts all about our world, our planet, different places people can live, different habitats, are things man-made or natural, and so on. Also, it's full of little activities and questions, and the answers are in the back in case you need them. And also, we have the Book of Nighttime. This book is all about what's happening in the world after we go to sleep. So this is what's happening out in nature. There's a bunch of stuff about what's happening in the town, how the waves would get bigger because of the moon's pull, lightning bugs, even things about koalas. Koalas like their own personal space, and so on. Next, I'll be sharing with you what we are using for Bible this year. There's this series, What Every Child Needs to Know, Everything a Child Should Know About God. It's basically a little devotional book, but it talks about where the Bible came from, different things about the Bible. And what I like about it is it gives scripture references and it gives questions to ask your child comprehension of what was just taught. And they're tiny, tiny, tiny little things that you just go through one a day. Every One a Child Should Know is a super cool one. It goes through all of these different people, different heroes of the faith, and just different people that have impacted our world. And it gives a short biography of them along with a scripture verse. And What a Child Should Know About Prayer. This book is all about teaching your child that they can pray, that their prayers are powerful, that they don't have to think through, like, what should I pray, but that they can just talk to God. Thank you so much for watching. Leave me a comment down below. Have you used any of these before? Did your child like it, not like it, or any other suggestions of things that we should look into? Also, remember, I would love to have you subscribe and join us on our journey. Until next time, bye!